Welcome inside the home of the Blue Jays, Rogers Center in Toronto. It's the first game of the month of July between the Seattle Mariners and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Thomas Hatch starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
And now in the box, Jake Fraley. He will lead this one off today. And now look out as Ed runs in and gets him, and a very interesting start to this one.
Man, not sure if he was trying to send a message early in the game or what, but I sure hope this doesn't carry over to the rest of the game. Sometimes things like this early in the game really sets the tone for problems later, but I hope that's not the case.
J.P. Crawford is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. 0-2 the count to Crawford. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
D-Ro, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
Batting third.
A moment now to give you a look at the Mariners starting lineup. D-Ro, what's the word on this club as they start the new month?
Well, Matty, this lineup's going to have to find a way to score early. Get this pitcher uncomfortable, stay on the attack, get into the bullpen. That's the name of the game. They let this guy settle in, he'll breeze through 7 strong.
Fraley, base runner at first with 1 out. A ball and 2 strikes to Mitch Haniger. Throw over to the bag, and he'll be back in standing up. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Now the payoff pitch home, and he fouls this one off.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He can pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with only 1 away. Digging in now for the Mariners, Kyle Lewis, looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt here, throw over to third here, and it's too late as he's in there. So now 2 men in scoring position. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strike.
And with first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone. Abraham Toro stands in as he looks at a called strike.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
0-2, here it is. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
A 1-2 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon Business Person Special following this. Marco Gonzalez, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard soft, you can go in and out, and anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
George Springer the next to hit. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading up for Toronto, the center fielder, George.
He's set. Here it comes.
Springer.
Strike called. Tough to do much with that one. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
In his career, Springer is quickly approaching 200 career homers, looking to inch closer here. Sinker misses there, and now he's in trouble. 3-1. His prior history in this matchup, he's 0 for 11. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. And a full count to George Springer. It's 3-2.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
And that's through for a hit. Oh, but they throw it away at second.
Sometimes you get lucky in this game. I don't think pitch recognition-wise he would choose to swing at that exact pitch. But you know what? Sometimes the result is the only thing that matters.
The ground ball down to third. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play.
Batting third.
With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, guys, I'm really hoping to see a turnaround from that number 3 hitter. Watching his last game, he went 0 for 4, and it just looks like he's out of sync right now. Maybe this game is the game that gets him going.
Well, here is the DH as he'll take a look at ball 1. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. That evens it up 1-1.
Well, the key for him on the mound is to keep the ball down. Certainly, hollow of the knee or lower. Sinker changeup guy, if he's going to succeed against this lineup, he's got to keep the ball down.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Line drive, base hit down the line. And now it'll kick around in the corner. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. Get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout.
Hernandez connects and sends it to deep left. Looking up is the center fielder. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
That's how the manager drew it up right there. Hold the visiting team. And then grab a huge home run in the first.
Here's Randall Bridgette, one of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting.
One of the best hitters in baseball, and he does it with some damage, too. Lots of extra base hits. He's in the top 5 in the league in slugging percentage as well. To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for his strike 1-2. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive, fair ball down the line.
Hey, this pitcher better make an adjustment. That's a lot of loud contact. That's 4 bullets in the first inning to open up this game.
Santiago. Espinal.
At the plate, Santiago Espinal. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Crawford onto the grass. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 2 on this 2-run home run. Second inning. So here is Luis Torrens, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
3-0 now. Evan White, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. A strike, and it's 3-1. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second. The next batter will be Evan White. In his 7 at-bats in the series, he's picked up 5 hits, so he's really been locked in. 1-0 the count. Has a look, now the pitch. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Standing in now, Dylan Moore. Line drive, that's a base hit into the right center field gap. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double. So perhaps some new life in the inning here with a 2-out double in the second. And as we show you the Mariners leaderboard, you can see right there his total currently second best on the Seattle roster. And maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 2-out double left stranded. More from Toronto in just a moment. Digging in, the switch hitter, number 74. He'll take his first hacks here.
I'm interested to see how focused their ABs will be playing with this lead. I think this needs to be a little bit of a smell blood inning. Keep the fire rolling. I know it's early, but keep the pressure going. Swinging the bat's nice.
Here comes the 1-0. Good tailing action there. It's 1-1. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
And before the 2-1 pitch here, time called at home plate. Now the pitch.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Back up the middle, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey, the offense did their homework coming into this one. There's another leadoff knock in the second. That makes 5. That makes 5 hits already for these guys.
And now the first pitch. Danny Jansen is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Jansen hails from the Prairie State of Illinois. He was a 16th round selection back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. A runner at first with no outs here. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Here's George Springer, who singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. From the belt, the pitch.
Hey, that's a quality take right there. He knows the pitcher's trying to get him to hit a ground ball and roll 2.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now the 1-1 pitch. Runners off for second. He swings and misses. Throw down. The throw is low, and he can't make the pick. So he's in safely there following the 1-out steal of second. And with that, we take you to our team leaderboard to display the clubs with the most stolen bases so far this year. And in fact, that number is not only the highest in all the American League, but is actually the highest in all of baseball. Ready on 1 and 2. Line, that's a base hit into left field. Throw comes into third now, so they're at the corners here with only 1 out.
The batter, number 10, second baseman, Marcus.
Into the box now, Marcus Semien. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Short hop, and he's there just before the tag.
Really forcing the issue with that steal of second. They already had the guy on third, so now 2 runners in scoring position, and there aren't any force outs other than at first. Pretty good chance to drive in a pair right now.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Got him reaching there. Strike 2. And 2 and 2. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Swing and a miss. A big strikeout, and he's 1 out away from working out of a jam.
Up next to the Blue Jays.
2 on, 2 out,
hitter.
and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles in at the plate as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score any more here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Ready with the 1-1. And he's down on strikes, so they get 2 men into scoring position, but that's as far as...
Welcome back to the Rogers Center, home of the Blue Jays, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, it's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones. Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun. Matt, back to you.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Here comes the 1-2. Hard hit ball to second. Semien's got it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So 1 gone in the inning now as we take a look at the AL East standings to check out where the Blue Jays land coming into this one. 1 gone now in the Mariners' 3rd inning. And up next, the corner outfielder Mitch Haniger. In there, no balls and a strike. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd. Kyle Lewis is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. Bottom of the inning now, and next it'll be the outfielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Going back to that last at-bat, that's not an easy thing to do. To pull a breaking ball on the inside part of the plate and keep it fair for a home run, this guy's got some pretty good bat control.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
The 0-2 home. Ball 1 taken just off the inside.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
He'll try again, 1-2. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
The right fielder, number 15.
So with
Randall
one gone here in the inning, let's take a look at the Jays'
Bridgette.
upcoming schedule for the week to come, as we'll be here to bring them all to you on the show. So now into the box is Randall Bridgette, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. And it's quickly 0-2. Bridgette flat out dominates against left-handed pitching. Makes a lot of contact and hard contact at that. No doubt one of the biggest threats in the sport in these types of matchups.
Yeah, Matty, it's a pretty special skill set to absolutely hammer left-handed pitching. You don't see it too much. I mean, this game's 75% right-handed power coming down your throat. So when you see a guy that hammers left-handed pitching, you know he's putting the time in the cage.
Lourdes Gurriel is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. A ball and a strike now.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Mariners nothing. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in Ty France. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
A ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Little too much bite on the slider that time, taken outside. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
But this is pulled in by the shortstop. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Up next for
now to bat, Luis Torrens worked a walk in his first plate appearance. Spinning a throw back to second and a dive, but he's back. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
With runners in scoring position this season, Torrens hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
Evan White will be next, and that misses ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 12.
Next to dig in, Evan White. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
And the fastball sails on him, and that's to the backstop. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The 2-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer is there, 2 gone. Striding in is Dylan Moore. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. Now a bluff back to second as he'll just hold on to it. France at second. Torrens at first. 2 out in the inning. Called strike at the knees. 1-1.
What a well-executed fastball right there. Down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
A throw behind the runner at second. Runner back safely. Fouled off. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Popped him up. And the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. Back now here at Rogers Center, and here's Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Thank you, Heidi.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. Number 74. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. Next to stand in is number 74 as the switch hitter will bat right-handed here. Now here's the first offering. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw to first is going to beat him though as they're able to thwart the bunt attempt. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And we've got a power guy versus more a finesse guy, and that's illustrated here. 96 versus just 90 miles an hour is the top 2 speeds. First pitch on the way. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. 2 out, nobody on. Good pitch there, called a strike on the inside corner.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
And it's fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. George Springer would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far, and overall he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've earned 5 walks in the game, and he said that's not only leading to a lot of run-scoring opportunities, but it's also forcing the pitching on the other side to work a lot harder and throw more pitches than they want to.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. falls behind in the count 2-0, it's time to start getting locked in.
Grounded weakly to the right side. Gonna be a tough play. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. And now here is J.P. Crawford. No hits to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. One out, nobody on. And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Cue shot here out towards short. And there's out number 2. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. He went down on strikes last time up. First pitch here is a slider, but that's taken up and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Here's a fastball low, and he's behind 2-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Boy, after that base knock right there, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, and not trying to do too much.
But this will not get down quick. Back to the top of the order now. Former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. Set and the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
Now the 2-1. Hit sharply on the ground. Beautiful diving stop. He is out. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base.
You know, you hear me talk about having baseball timing, having a baseball clock. That play right there showed it. Pretty play. The dive and then the ability to get back to your feet quickly. Throw to cut him down at first.
Into the box, Marcus Semien. As he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0 delivery. Strike 2 as that's taken on the outside part of the plate. 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error thus far for Toronto. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Breaking ball well inside and taken for ball 3.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting 1 in the seats.
On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Next will be the designated hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He singled and later scored back in the first, making him 1 for 2 so far. Fouled away. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. 0-2 pitch is a curveball that misses 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball, put himself right back in this at bat.
Ready with the 2-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt, and that ends the inning. Pretty painless. So here now is Ty France. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on, start some traffic in motion, we might have something.
The pitch. Abraham Toro is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
And boy, they are howling over in that first base dugout. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone!
Pitcher making him move his feet right there. Probably upset him a little bit. He dug right back in, didn't lose his toe hold, and absolutely clobbered that pitch.
Now batting, the catcher.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. To the plate now, Luis Torrens, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 9 homers, 26 RBIs.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
And that finds its way through for a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
From the stretch. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
One there on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. One for the Mariners in the ready to go for the last half of the inning, and striding into the plate next will be Oscar Hernandez.
The left fielder, Oscar Hernandez.
First offering on its way, and now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Haniger is there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
The right fielder, number 15, Randall.
Now at the plate, here is Randall Bridgette. Struck out in his last trip to the plate. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Looking to send him packing again. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Lourdes Gurriel.
At the plate now, Lourdes Gurriel, as he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. Hit on the ground to third. Reined in. Over to first, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays, as the lead remains 3-1. Number 58 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 58.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. As he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees. It's strike one.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Jake Fraley comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
And I really don't know how you swing at that. He must have had his mind up he was going to swing as soon as the ball came out of the pitcher's hand.
Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone. And now the first pitch. J.P. Crawford is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is...
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
New pitcher coming on now as we get a look at the side armor, Joe Smith.
Number 43, Joe.
So stepping in is Santiago Espinal, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First offering. The 1-0. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
Stepping in now, number 74. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. Now the 1-0. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Smith, a previous member of the Houston Astros. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Weak grounder down the first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, number 9.
Up next is Danny Jansen. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And he'll step out and ask for time. Maybe trying to get this pitcher out of the rhythm he's in right now. Reese McGuire gets the call as a pinch hitter, and he'll get a chance with 2 out and the bases empty. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. The numbers coming in, 278 the average, 2 home runs, and 11 RBIs. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Hey, this guy has come in and just done his job. Period, the end. Chance to toss a scoreless inning right here with 2 down. They're only down 2. A bloop and a blast, and this game's tied.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. Crawford fields it cleanly, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Reese McGuire will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching.
Brad Hand has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 52.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Behind 0-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the base hit puts the first man aboard to start the inning for the Mariners.
Hey, guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
In now, Kyle Lewis. Grounded up the first baseline. A dive, but it's off his glove. Only play to the pitcher covering, and the runner moves into second on the play.
Now batting, the third baseman, Ty France.
So next to bat will be Ty France. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the AB on its way. In the dirt. The throw will go to third, and he's called out on a close play at third. The 1-0 home. Down the third baseline. He's got it. But the throw bounces on him at first, and the inning's going to continue.
Now batting, the designated.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. The Mariners leave 1. Casey Sadler is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, George Springer. A ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off.
Put that in a memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
The 1-2.
That's ball 2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Marcus Semien is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Now a throw over to first. Oh, and it froze him, and they got him.
Decisions like that have to be made knowing who you've got at the plate. This guy can put one over the fence no problem, so that wasn't very smart baseball.
And right into the shift. But a foul ball, 1-1. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Oh, and he's going to get rung up on a curveball, and that looked like a questionable strike at best. 2 away. A look there at the numbers for our 2 starters here today, with both guys recently departed from the ball game and looking on from the dugout. At the plate now is the designated hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. Shoots this one over to first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Jordan Romano comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
68.
From the stretch, Luis Torrens is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Hit back up the middle. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Now the pitch. Evan White comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. There's ball two as the slider dips below the zone. 2 balls and a strike to the Mariners' first baseman.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Throw on to first, and the Mariners are now down to their final out.
The second baseman.
And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. And he'll get under it to make the catch, and the Blue Jays have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over. 3-1 the final score this afternoon. Toronto posted a 3-run